been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out RV Daydream, and this is day 6, right? This day 6? Yeah. Day 6. This is day 6. We're getting ready to take a picnic up on Lake Erie. We thought it'd be kind of nice that we load up in the moped with everything that we needed on the little trailer. I'll show that to you real quick. We'll make the drive up there, and they have places to put charcoal already and grills, so we're going to have our picnic up there on the lake. It's a little bit cooler today, so we're still in warmer clothes, and that's what we're going to do. So we'll take the ride up there and see you whenever we're set up. For you guys that haven't seen this before, here's the moped hookup deal. I don't use it very often, but it gets the job done. All our food's in there, and we're going to haul our trash up there to the camp store, to the area of the camp store, and we're going to stop at the camp store and get some charcoal, aren't we?
Yes.
But we're going to ride up and hopefully not run out of gas, because I'm kind of low on the moped. But it should do all right. So here we go. All right, so we're here to have lunch. I love this place. Look at this. Nice shaded picnic area. It could use a little sun because it's kind of chilly, but right over Lake Erie, they give you these grills here to work with. There's Heidi smoking on her cigarette. These are all full, which there's quite a few of them. They have a lot of areas back here, the same thing, grill setup. Plus there's a bunch over by the marshland. I shouldn't say a bunch, there's only a couple, but you can picnic over there too. So this is all a great, nice picnic area. We're going to enjoy lunch lakefront, Lake Erie, and we're not going to pay a lot because some of these lakefront places charge outrageous. Like the other day whenever I had a $5 piece of pie. Woo! That was a good decision. Okay, we're going to make a fire and get this going. Show you the boxes. They have these rocks laying around, so you don't have to fill this full of charcoal. We're going to block it off as needed and go ahead and put tin foil on the expanded metal up there and cook our food. Heidi's got some charcoal lighter and some sticks to get it started, plus we got the bag of the just as a tip, guys, if you want to check all these grills, some of them make it easier for you to start the fire, and I'll show you what I mean. Obviously, unless you're cooking for a lot of people, you want to put your charcoal on one side and get it to, you know, start and cook. This way you don't have to go through a lot of charcoal just to cook a few burgers and dogs like we are today. But the grills will turn on some of these pedestals, so you want to make sure to check that. It makes it a lot easier using the wind coming off the water to get this stuff started. Hey YouTube, welcome to RV Daydream, and today we're at the lighthouse at Marblehead. We go home tomorrow, and we thought we'd go check this place out because we passed it up last time. A lot of boats out today. It got warmer today. We're at about 74 degrees, I guess, so shorts and t-shirt finally. The breeze has cut down considerably. So we're going to go check what this lighthouse is all about. You can see what it looks like. Let me zoom in there. It's kind of nice. And like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on out here as far as boats, which we'll take you down there and show you. But first, Heidi and I's going to go check out the lighthouse, aren't we, Heidi?
Yes.
She's been wanting to do it for a while. That's interesting. I think somebody had learned how to run that by now.
Building 140 seconds, 140, please keep here in front of the lighthouse, 140.
Sir? Yep.
Yeah. Just look at your head.
Now just go slow. 77 stairs? I got to go out. It's full of grade. Oh, geez. What? Alicia, you changed my number. There you go.
I'm committed to it.
Same here. I'm just really nervous. Like, you're late. Mom, I think you're fine. You know how many movies they see about lighthouses and the stairs always get wet? I was sweating. I'm just so nervous.
Fast tire.
Almost there. Oh, yeah. Almost there. Is that it? Yeah. Oh, cool. You're not a problem.
No.
Where we go? Look your head. Almost there.
Let's go too much. Well, just don't look up. Don't look down, don't look up.
Duck your head.
I'm get out of here. It took me an hour to get down now.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Go ahead, guys. I'm not going up.
Why don't you get up here?
Sure. Thank you.
Move down. You just keep moving. There's a lot of room. There'll be a lot of room. You can walk all the way around.
Cool.
No, they just saw though. Watch your head here.
What do you think, Heidi? On the camera. Yeah.
Look you all.
I smoke too much?
Oh, yeah.
Since everybody's up with this, if you want to go back down.
You need boots. I might get that house.
No, I have to concentrate on getting down the steps.
Here, I gotta take off my sunglasses, because...
Oh, no, not bad. Don't take much effort.
Seems like longer up, isn't it?
No, that's the red tail something or other.
We saw it yesterday, today, and that's the final word. It's real loud. Yes.
Yeah. Right, yeah. Does it look the moose goose or blue goose or big goose?
I like these.
Wow.
Thank you. That's why I'm going there, primarily.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out RV Daydream, and today's our last day. We tried to sleep in because we don't have to check out until 1, but that's not going to happen. We decided we're going to head out to breakfast. The camping trip was a success overall. Everything's been fine and dandy. I have one small problem with the pump, that it occasionally runs. I'm not sure exactly what it is because there is no leak that I can find. I've seen that sometimes they will leak on the suction side. You can hear the pump running now because Heidi's in the bathroom getting ready to go herself. But I'll have to take a look at that to see what that may be. And we'll pack up today, and we're going to head out. When we get back to the house, I'll do some closing thoughts. Okay guys, so we're all loaded up. It's only 10 o'clock, so we did pretty good. Went out for breakfast like I mentioned, and came back and just slowly got to where we needed. We flushed the tanks very good, and they're pretty clean. So now we're on our way home. So here we go.
In 1/2 mile, keep left to Ohio 2 East.
Right. This is the speed and RPM and everything right here.
Arrive at home on the left.
How many days, you know?
Apparently Mercedes didn't stay here and Bud hasn't been home.
So we're back, and that was an uneventful trip. So I cut out a lot of the drive because there was really no need in you watching the entire drive. The one thing that I found interesting was the poor old truck only got 9.57 miles to the gallon pulling this. So you can see that there's not much of a negative aspect of me going with a bigger engine. I did make a boo-boo. We just started on our trip, and I got to the first loop of the highway, and I was thinking, boy, I'm glad we got everything snugged down, because going around this corner, I could feel the G's going around the corner a little bit, even though I wasn't going very fast. It was just a sharp loop. And then, all of a sudden, I remembered I did not take our little color console TV off of the shelf that it sits on in the bedroom. So we pulled off the highway in an emergency parking area, and Heidi ran back and said, well, I didn't have to set it down because it set itself down. I don't know if the TV works or not. We're going to have to try it out, but it put a little gouge in the wall where it had fallen off. I think it might have fallen from the shelf and maybe down onto the bed and then against the wall. So hopefully the little TV works, but we've been wanting to go to a LED flat screen and mount them just for that reason. The other thing that I did was I had this bright idea. I would take a bungee cord and put it from a handle above the refrigerator down to the cooler that was in front of the refrigerator to keep the doors from flying open. If you remember, as I mentioned many times before in previous videos, the refrigerator that I have in there is just a regular old apartment size refrigerator. It's not a dual purpose RV refrigerator. And the bad thing about that is that bungee cord scratched the front of it, so now it doesn't look like new. But going to good news, when we got rid of the shed, the gentleman that we took 3 hours loading it up on his trailer was pretty gracious about all the help that I provided, helping him get it up on his trailer. He literally had cut the end of his finger off at the first knuckle like 3 days prior to him loading that up, so there was only limited work that he could do. I stepped in, and he had a friend, and between the three of us, we got that shed up on the trailer and out of here. And I made mention about cranking this thing up and, you know, setting it up and all that other stuff. And I said something about I need to get an electric tongue jack. And he says, you know what? He says, I have one. And he says, I may drop it off. So guess what? I came home and there it was. And there was a note on there saying, thanks for all your help. And here's that electric jack. And I believe that's the correct size. So I might be doing an electric jack, tongue jack installation. That'd be awesome. We also learned that our daughter is not a very good housekeeper. We had her stay at the house with her fiance while we were gone, and she only stayed during the day, and we got home and there is just dirty dishes everywhere, isn't there?
There sure is.
So what do you think about that? What do you think about that?
I'm real happy.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to do something about that. But we're back, we're unloaded. We left a lot of the clothes that we previously did not have in there. We left them in the camper for the next trip that we take. That'll be really nice. We're gonna try to get to where we have a wardrobe in there that just stays in the camper. That's where the camper is going to set. So I've got some work to do. What I'm gonna do is dig this out as much as possible and fill in with sand and gravel, and then at that point decide if we're going to do some sort of concrete slab or whatever to make sure that it's level, and that way I have a place to park the camper all the time. We're home, and the first thing that we did was order chicken out, so we're going to go in and have some chickens. I don't know if you remember the scissor jacks that I did the installation on. If not, check out that video. But I put the old stabilizer jacks on Craigslist, and the guy contacted me yesterday when we were up at Lake Erie and said he wants to buy them because he's going camping. So he's going to stop by and pick them up, which would be fantastic. Alright guys, we'll close it out. Hope this wasn't too long, and hope to see you out there. Bye.